Alright, welcome back to Project Flying Brick. There's the bike and this is what we got to do. Okay, here's the bike. She's sounding pretty good. Oh, I think she's sounding pretty good. So let's turn her off for a second. And let's go through some of the things that we got to look at first of all. First of all, she needs a real good clean, and I haven't had the chance to do that yet. Because all in all, she's pretty dirty. Because she hasn't seen that much action for a little while. So I'll take you in a little bit closer so you can see here the engine block needs a little bit of attention, as well as the shaft drive. So before I do any kind of work on her, we'll get her cleaned up real nice. But more of the stuff that we need to get our hands dirty on are as follows. So number one, fairing. The fairing has taken a bit of a battering. As you can see, it's cracked and scraped here and here, also along here. And if we go, oh yeah, and on the mirrors there as well, but more so on the left side. I don't know if you can make that out, but all along there it's scraped, as well on here as well, and it's actually broken on there, so we need to look at that. But that's more of a last thing we need to look at to make her look very pretty and everything. But after all the mechanics are looked at, the oils need to be looked at. In regards to the clutch, that's the thing that needs to be looked at the most, because it's really stiff and I struggle to change gears with it. But mechanically it's sound other than that. Electronics, the only thing that doesn't really work is the hazards. Everything else works really well. And really it's just cosmetic. I've locked out really with the bike. It just needs a good clean. The fairing, as I've said, and the clutch. The brake lever is a bit bent and out of shape. I'll show you that. So yeah, not as it should be, so that can be looked at and replaced. And outside of that, we have the seat, which has had a massive cut in it. So I'm going to replace that as well. And I think what I'm going to do with it is try to restore it as best I can to make it look as pretty as possible. I keep saying pretty, sorry. To bring it back to its former glory. And the idea, the plan with this bike is to bring it up to its former glory, so we can go and do the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride this year in September. And obviously I won't be riding it, but hopefully we'll get Toby on it, or Cal, or Pete, any one of the guys, or maybe we'll just change them out. But that's very much the idea, to get this bike up and running for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride 2018. So I thought that'd be a quite cool challenge for us to do, and I think she'll look really good. And we're going to go run with the real 80s theme, with the 80s power suits and, you know, mustaches and all that kind of good stuff with it, to really get into the spirit of it all. I think that's pretty much it. So to run through it and summarise with the itinerary with the bike: number one, clean it. Number two, sort out the clutch, because it's just not how it should be. Number three, go through all the oils, change them all out, make sure everything's right there. Number three, seat. And number four, the fairing, making sure that is as it should be, either getting it replaced or getting it fixed. I don't know which one we're going to do yet. And outside of that, we'll take it as it comes. But that's the initial list for the project so far. and the guys have yet to come down to check it out. But it's also MOT'd, taxed and insured, so it's ready to go onto the road. And frustratingly, I can't go out and take it out around the block. So I'm really waiting for one of the guys to come down to take it out to tell me what it's like. So when that happens, obviously we'll be filming it and telling you all about it then. But until the next one, we'll see you then, and ride safe.